Hello. It's good to see you. Today we are going to be taking a look at this box of handcrafted greeting cards, the holiday card collection. I bought this at Costco. These are made by Papyrus, and I think each card is different. So we have 24 assorted holiday cards, and each one comes with a lined envelope. And back here you can just see a little glimpse, like a little picture of each one of these, and it tells you the message that's on the inside. So they have different little messages on the inside of these cards. So when you purchase this at Costco, it does come in this really nice storage box. And I keep these boxes every year because they're so great to put stuff in. They're very durable little boxes. And so we're going to take the shrink wrap off here and this little piece on here. And we're going to take a look at all of these really pretty little cards. Look at this pretty box. It has kind of like a matte finish to it, and it has these pretty little like golden snowflakes on it. And then you have this sort of like a frame around it in this burnished gold, and it's along the lid too. So this whole piece here just lifts off. It just comes off. Eventually, there. Just like that. Now, each card it's sort of enveloped in cellophane to help protect the card, because these cards have little bits and pieces glued to them, so they don't want them to get messed up. When you open it up, it looks like this, where you have the Papyrus little logo here. This piece comes out. So you have these cards over here, and it looks like these are more square, and then you have these over here, this section. These are a little bit more, these are rectangular and these are square. So they're not all exactly the same size. Now, one thing you do want to keep in mind when you have cards like this, see this one has pretty little pearls, little plastic pearls glued to it. Now that means, because you have stuff stuck to these, the card is going to be thicker than like just a regular card, and it may cost a little bit more to mail it. So what I do, before I put my stamps on here, I will take these when I have them all addressed and ready to go. I will take them to the post office and ask them to check each one, and they'll do that for you. They'll check the weight and the thickness of the envelope to see if it needs additional postage, because you don't want that holding it up. Like if you just put a stamp on it and drop it in the mail, it may not be enough postage, and that could cause a delay. The person might not receive it as quickly, or they may receive it postage due, which is, you don't want them to have to deal with that. Or it could even come back to you. I've had that happen before, and that's when I started having them check each card before I put the postage on there, just to make sure it doesn't need extra postage, because sometimes it does. And you don't want it to come back to you, you want it to go to the person. So you want them to get it quickly with no trouble. So we're going to go ahead and start taking these out and take a look at them. Okay, I have now removed all of the cards from the cellophane, because the way they were wrapped, you couldn't open them up so I could read you the message inside, and I wanted to open them and show you the message, so I went ahead and took them out of the cellophane. And usually when I buy boxes of cards like this, you will get a sheet of little seals, like a gold, it's just a sticker that you can put on the envelope to seal it. This one though, this box, put one in each little packet, so it looks like I have a stack of gold coins. It's so cool. So I have all of these pretty stickers, and it looks like the little logo for Papyrus is a little hummingbird. So each of these little stickers has a little hummingbird on it. So I have all these pretty stickers, so I can put a little gold seal on the envelope of each one. Now, every year when I do these videos, people always ask me, why do you say envelope instead of envelope? Because people from different parts of the world pronounce things differently. Now let's take a look at the first card. So with some of these, you're going to discover that there's a little piece of paper. There's an extra piece about this size, and it states on here that this paper is to protect the delicate handiwork of the card. Please place this paper over the front of the card and insert into the envelope. So that keeps, so it's not like right up against the inside of the envelope, which could damage it, like when it's handled and moved around and stuff. So for ones like this one, look at this pretty. It's gorgeous. So you're just going to place the card, and take your little card, and you just put it right over the top. You can turn it either way you want to. You could do it this way or this way right here. Usually when I put it in there, I put it with the instructions facing out, so when the person opens the envelope, they will see this and understand why this is in here. So here we have our first card. It says Joy. That is beautiful. It has this gold, it's shiny gold letters, and then you have this pretty wreath, and these little golden beads are glued onto the card, and they stick out a little bit. Oh, we also have some green little sparkles glued on it too. It's like little beads or sequins, even multifaceted green sparkles. Very pretty. So let's see the inside of this card. May your holidays be filled with warmth, love, and all the happiness of the season. That is so sweet. I love that pretty color. And then on the back of each of these, you're just going to see, very simple back here, you're going to see the Papyrus logo, and then their website and their Facebook and Instagram stuff down here, and the copyright information. So see the inside? This is a separate piece of paper right here. This is separate from the outside of the card. This is just folded in half, and it comes out like this, and it's attached right here in the middle. So it's a very pretty little card, very bright, very pretty. I like that one. That's so pretty. I like the fact that the wreath has these different shades. Like these leaves are like different colors. You have some that are kind of teal, some that are almost like a bluish, like a light blue color. Really pretty. So that's our first card. It is helpful too if you look at the envelope. You will see that up here is where your stamp goes. This one actually says extra postage required. That may or may not be true. You may be able to just put a regular stamp on it. It may not necessarily take extra postage. If I were to guess, I would say this wouldn't take any more postage than a regular letter would. Usually right up here we'll say extra postage may be required or something like that, but this one just straight up says extra postage required. Probably not for this one though. The inside of it, now each of these envelopes is a little bit different. The inside of this one is lined with kind of like this, like a goldenrod or a mustard yellow color. It's a very interesting color. But this is the envelope that came with this card. So I'm going to make sure to keep them together like that. Ooh, this next one's really pretty. I like this. Oh. Now this one goes this way. So this one is more landscape. The other one was portrait. The middle, this piece here, this dove, is attached separately. You can kind of see that it's like a separate, I don't want to pull it away from the card, but this is a separate piece right here. And this golden banner is a separate piece as well. The dove is sparkly, and the exterior, look at this. All this around here, this is sparkly too. It has glitter on it. And we have some little bits like these berries that are a shiny gold color. And that's not even glitter, that's just the way it's made. So we have our beautiful white dove here and our little flowers. Oh, they have little rhinestones in the flowers, these little gold colored rhinestones. Pretty yellow flowers. And sequins too. Look at that. Peace to all. That's so pretty. I love that. I like that really pretty light blue background too. It really sets off that red and those darker colors. So pretty. Let's see what our message is. It's pretty. It's done up nicely in a nice dark green script. May the spirit of the season bring us all together in joy and goodwill. Happy holidays. I might see you in Goodwill. You never know. They don't mean the store. They mean actual goodwill. Happy holidays. So that's our message in our happy little peace, our peace dove card. Look at it pretty. Look at, I love the way the greenery just kind of frames this little dove here. Like a little frame with that pretty light blue background. Love it. And this one comes with a red envelope. Let's see what the inside looks like. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look, it's light blue. And it's like the card. This one, I feel like this one actually matches the card. The first one I didn't really feel like matched the card very well. But this one is perfect. Look at that. It looks like the little border around the card. So pretty. I love it. It has kind of a satiny sheen to it. So pretty. I want to paint a wall in my house that color. Like, that's beautiful. That nice satiny light blue color. Just save this and take it to Sherwin-Williams. Like, give me a couple of gallons of that. It's pretty. Okay. Oh, this one. I really like all of them. This one is very cool. Look at this. Now this one is hanging ornaments. They kind of have that vintage look to them, like just kind of like older ornaments. And they have tons and tons of silver glitter, and you can see the way it really catches the light when you move it. And in the center of this one, this one, this one, and this one, we have a little rhinestone, a little colored rhinestone in the middle of the ornament. That's beautiful. And then down here in this sort of a holographic script, it says Merry Christmas. Wow, that is so pretty. Oh, and look, they're all hanging from different things. Like you have little thin ribbons or a little beaded string there. So they're all kind of hanging from different things. And they're so colorful. Wow. Oh, this one even has a little rhinestone coming down here, a little oval shaped one. This one has a big clear rhinestone at the top. Wow. I love it. Let's see what our message is. It's written in a pretty sort of a teal blue color. Here's to a season that sparkles and a new year that shines. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. I like that one. It's so shiny. I love it. Now this one did not come with the little paper to go over it. I kind of figured it would because it has these little rhinestones that stick out, but I guess they didn't think it needed it. We do get a blue envelope here, sort of a bluish green color. Let's see what the inside looks like. Ooh, it's like a satiny silverish gray color to go with this. That's neat. I like that. So this is a very sparkly, pretty card with these vintage ornaments. It almost looks like a watercolor, well, except for all the glitter and stuff. The actual ornaments look like they were done in watercolor. Just I don't know, something about the way the colors kind of go together. It's like watercolor. I like it. This next one, I kind of got a glimpse of these when I was taking the cellophane off. I think this one is one of my favorites. Helps if I turn it right side up. It is a sparkly wreath. I was holding it like that. It's a sparkly wreath. Look at that. I love these beautiful colors in here. Again, you have the different shades of like green and teal and sort of a bluish color. Love that. So it's hanging up here from a gold ribbon. and then it's tied in a bow at the top of the wreath. And right in the middle of the bow, we have a golden colored little rhinestone glued to the card. And there's lots of glitter and little ornaments on the wreath too. Look at these small ornaments with their silver glitter. It's just sparkles and fun looking stuff all over it. Some blue rhinestones. We even have some little pearls. It's like a half, like it's been cut in half and glued on here. Little plastic pearls glued to the wreath. It's pretty. So there's no message or anything. There's nothing written on here. So it's just the wreath with a plain white background. So let's read the message inside of here. It's done in a really pretty teal print. It says, "Joyful wishes for a truly wonderful holiday season." And it has a little snowflake right under the message there, done in the same color ink. I don't know, there's just something about this, the pretty little wreath. I really like that. To me, it's just, I don't know, it's so pretty. Now this one does come with the little paper. This one has the paper with it. The envelope for this one is a pretty dark green. Let's take a look at the inside of it. Oh, this is another one with that kind of a goldish, it's kind of a satiny gold, I guess I would say. So the first one too, I think, was just like a satiny gold color. Very Christmassy looking colors. So there we have, I want to make sure to keep this with it too. We have our beautiful little wreath card. This one is definitely, I would say, definitely going to need extra postage for the thickness, maybe the weight too. But look at it, it's so adorable. So you have a little clothesline, look at this beautiful background. It's like a dark teal blue color. I don't even know what color you would call that, but it's gorgeous. Love it. So you have a little clothesline, and it looks like it's tacked up here and here with these little red rhinestones. See, this is all attached, like, to the card. You have Santa's suit and hat, a tiny Santa hat, a tiny clothespin, a tiny coat hanger. I love it. Then they're hanging from the little clothesline. Yeah, I would say this is going to need extra postage for the thickness of that, but that is so cute. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at it. You can see this is all attached. That is so cool. I love it. So this one has no message on the outside, but let's look at the message on the inside. Oh, it's done in red print, red type. Ho, ho, hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Santa's naked somewhere. Well, he could have his pants on. I don't see him on the line. He's running around with no top, no hat. He's probably getting a beer. Isn't that cute? And this one does come with a little paper. And the envelope for this one, again, is this, like a nice red. Kind of go with the Santa hat and the little coat. Let's look at the inside. Oh, it's red and white stripes like a candy cane. I like that. It looks really good. Look at this. Look at all this holiday cheer right here. Red and white, just like the coat and the hat. Oh, I love it. I would say if any of them need extra postage, it's gonna be that one, because that's gonna be. See, they have a little measuring thing that they stick the card through, and if it won't go through, it takes extra postage, because you can't mail it like a regular letter. Even if it's under the weight that it has to be. If it's too thick, you have to pay extra postage. So, our little Santa costume. Now the next one to me has kind of like a vintage look to it. There's just something about it that just reminds me of like Christmas decorations and stuff that my grandmother used to do back in the 70s. So look at this beautiful Christmas tree. A lot of these pictures do seem to have kind of like that watercolor look to them. But it has beautiful metallics too. It has beautiful gold, very reflective. And we have a star up here that is completely done in sequins. Look at that. Those are just overlaid gold sequins. All of it. And written in such a way that it kind of goes across the tree is the word joy. Also done in a really shiny metallic, very shiny gold color. And you can also see that there are red rhinestones on the tree, like pretty little ornaments. Very sparkly. Is there glitter? There's not really any glitter, but we also have golden stars. Beautiful reflective golden stars. Very nice. Let's see the message inside. Again, it's done in red type. It says, wishing you a wonderful holiday celebration and a very Merry Christmas. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I don't know, it just kind of has a vintage look to it. And again, we have our little paper that would just go over the top of the card like that. So you would just put it down in the envelope just like that. And what about our envelope? We once again have a pretty red envelope here. Let's take a look at the inside of it. It has a satiny, sort of a pearly color with gold stars. They're not shiny or anything, they're just little gold stars. To go with the pretty golden stars on the card that are kind of shiny, kind of sparkly. Very nice. I like the star on the top of the tree. It's actually really pretty. Look at that. It's just a bunch of golden sequins just overlaid over each other. That's neat. I like that. Oh, and our next card. This is probably going to need extra postage. Look at, we have Santa's sleigh. Very beautiful. These are little fabric, like little fabric roses on here. They're attached separately. You can kind of see how they stand up a little bit. We also have here, like on trimming the side of the sleigh, these beautiful little golden beads that are glued to the card. And we have pine, like pine branches back here, and they're sparkly too. They have green, like greenish glitter, and they're a little sparkly. And the centers of our poinsettias are done in small red rhinestones done in clusters of 3. We have 4 of those. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 little clusters of red rhinestones, small ones. This part is attached separately. This part here, the bottom of the sleigh, it's pretty gold color. And everything is kind of just framed in this fancy little golden trim on the front of the card. So let's see what the message says. It's done in pretty red script. It's like the font is different in each one. Sending a special delivery of Christmas wishes for all the happiest gifts of the season and a wonderful new year. Very pretty. I like that. That's very cute. I've never seen a Christmas like Santa sleigh done up like that. It's like a little floral arrangement. This one does come with the paper that you're going to put over the top. This one also comes with a nice little red envelope. Let's look at the inside. This one again is done with that satiny gold. Pretty satiny gold color. Make sure I keep my paper with it. So again, we have the red and gold that goes really well with our happy little Christmas sleigh. Santa's little sparkly sleigh. He can't get in it now because it's full of like a flower, a little floral arrangement. Okay. That's a neat one. The next one we have has a name on it. It's a picture of someone in a cute little outfit. Look at that. What I'm wearing now is actually a dress, and it's made very similar to this. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so she looks cold, but she has on like little crisscross stockings. It's very subtle, just like little crisscross stockings. Cute little hat. And a snowflake here with blue sequins. We have this little ribbon accent on the side of the card over here. It's a black and white ribbon tied in a bow up here at the top. And it just comes down like that. And there's no message, no words on the front. But we do have some sort of reflective. You see these snowflakes right here? They kind of reflect. They have like a holographic look to them. No, well, it's more silver, I guess I would say. Little silver snowflakes. Now let's see what our message says. Ooh, it's done in red script. Every wish for a spectacular holiday season. It's very cute. And it looks like snow is swirling around in the background. Kind of. It's like blue and white. Little snow. This one does not come with a paper. I don't really think it needs one. It comes with a red envelope. It seems like a lot of these come with red envelopes. Not all of them, though. We'll take a look at the inside. It comes with this pretty, look at the underside. It's satin. It's a satin finish with the light blue background and the snowflakes. So it really goes with the background of the card. That's very cute. So you have the snowflakes on the inside of the envelope and on the card. That's cute. Normally they don't have people on the front of these. I don't think we've ever seen a handmade card that had a person on it like this. Let me see, it has a name down here. Bella Pilar. Pilar. Bella Pilar. I don't think we've ever seen one that had a person on it. I think that's a first. And we've done these several times. Okay. Oh, this one is very whimsical. Look, there's a lot going on with this one. It says Merry Christmas. And it's done up like a serial killer is doing a ransom note. Look, every letter looks a little different. They are primarily gold, but there's some red in here too and some green. A little bit of bluish gray. And we have this pretty red and white ribbon that goes across the top up here. The fold in the card is up here. So we have, oh, there's Santa up there on top of the second R. He's waving. We have little Christmas trees. We have Christmas trees with presents. There's a lot going on here. And then you have these little rhinestones, little rhinestones and little stars. And it's very shiny. Look how shiny it is. It really reflects the light nicely. This one does not come with a paper, but I don't really think it needs one. Look, there's a little car going up the Y right there. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, let's see what the message is. So it's red script, or red print. May the holiday season remind us of the best gifts in life. Family, friends, laughter, and love. That's cute. I like that. It's very cheerful. And this one comes with the red envelope, which I think goes really well, especially with this red and white ribbon up here. Let's see what the inside looks like. This is another pearly finish with those gold stars inside. They're not like shiny or reflective or anything. I think it actually looks really cute because the background of this card has little stars too. So I think it goes really well with this card. I like it. Oh, this next one is so pretty. I really like this one too. Actually, I think I like this one a little bit better than the wreath that I said was my favorite. This one is heavy. I think this is the heaviest one we've had yet. This will need this because of the thickness and the weight. I'm pretty sure it will need extra postage, but it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Look at this. Oh, it's like diamonds. Look at that. It is a beautiful Christmas tree, and it's all done up with these green little sequin or rhinestones. You have dark green, like an emerald green, lighter green, yellowish green. And a few of them are clear too. You have some that are just clear. Is that not just the most beautiful thing? That is such a gorgeous card. And the background is this pretty green back here. And it's just beautiful. And then underneath in gold script it says Merry Christmas down here. It's gorgeous, but it is kind of thick because like these are all glued on top. And so you have the thickness and the weight to it. But it's just beautiful. So let's see. Green script, and it says, "May your holidays sparkle with all the joy of the season." Well, that is definitely sparkly. Look at that. I think that's my favorite so far. I think I like that one better than the wreath. I mean, I like all of them, but I think so far this one's my favorite. Wow. I love that one. And it definitely comes with a paper. Now the envelope for this one is like an ivory color. It's like slightly off-white. Let's see what the inside looks like. This one also has that kind of a satiny gold interior there, which I think looks really good with this sort of a gold tree. That looks really good. I love this card. It's so pretty. It's beautiful. I love it. The next one is very simple but very elegant. This one doesn't have a bunch of stuff added to it. It just has these small rhinestones, these little red and blue rhinestones that are attached coming down these strings. So it's like we have these little Christmas tree ornaments, and they're sparkly with their gold and silver glitter. And all along here on the bottom of the card, look at this. Look, it's a whole bunch of silver glitter just completely lining the bottom like sparkling snow. It's like when it snows and the sun hits the snow and it just sparkles so beautiful. It's like little diamonds. So pretty. And then it has pretty little decorative stuff up above that glitter too. It's just so pretty. Wow. It looks like something you would see at a wedding under a tent, you know, like they do like the big white tent, you know, and they have all the decorative stuff. It looks like something that would be hanging from the ceiling up there. Let's see what the message says. There's so much detail in these little trees. Red print. Best wishes for a warm and festive Christmas. These trees, look at the detail, and they almost look like they're metallic. Almost look metallic. I love it. That is really pretty. I like the gold and the silver together. And then you have the red and the blue rhinestones up there. It's really pretty. Now this card comes with a red envelope right here. Let's look at the inside. We have the satiny gold again, which I think is perfect for this card. I think it looks really good together. And there's no paper for this one, but I don't really think you need one. I don't think this would need any extra postage, and it's not very thick either. So that's very pretty too. The next card is kind of blue and white. Now this one is a little different. We have two layers to this. See? You have this part here, and it just lays over that blue like that, and it says, "Let it snow." And we have these beautiful kind of holographic looking rhinestones. It's very subtle, but they have a little bit of a holographic look to them. When you turn them and it hits the light just right, they're not just blue. It's really interesting. So it looks like we have these trees, like these pine trees on either side, and they're just kind of coming down like this. And maybe they're covered in snow. They look very cold. So it says, "Let it snow." Oh, we have our little snowflakes too. Pretty little snowflakes coming down. Let's see what our message is. We have blue type. May your holidays be filled with all the special moments that make this the most wonderful time of year. And then on either side we have a little snowflake on either side of the message. So, and the great thing about cards like this too, there's plenty of room if you want to write anything. Like you have this whole area, you have up here, down here. You can just put whatever you want to in there. You could even write back here if you wanted to. And back here. So it's really nice. It's very nice. Now this card comes with a light blue envelope, which goes very well with it. Let's see what the inside looks like. Ooh, it's a silvery, pearly satin finish with little gray snowflakes. That is so adorable. Oh my gosh. I love that card. It's so pretty. And now we are moving into the stack of cards that are more square. They're not actually all square. The ones on the top were, but then there were some underneath that were kind of rectangular, just smaller. So here we have the first one that we saw before. This is the pretty wreath right here. And now I've removed the cellophane so you can actually see it a little bit better. It has this pretty gold to it. These pieces are attached separately. These little bits right here are attached separately. And then these are like halves of beads. So it has a flat part and they're red. They're like little red pearl looking bead halves that have been glued onto the card. And in the middle it says Happy Holidays in that pretty reflective gold color. Let's see what it says inside. In this dark green print, it says, a joyful season and a wonderful new year to you and yours. It's pretty. It's very simple but very elegant. It does come with a little paper. Now see, this one is square, so it fits the front better. And it comes with this sort of an ivory colored envelope. The inside has that pretty satiny gold color. To me, it's like a mustard color. It's like Dijon mustard. But it looks pretty good with this little card. It's not too bad. Yeah. So you do have your little paper here. That's pretty. I like that green, that dark green background. Oh, the next one's very cute. Look at this one. We have 3 little penguins on here. This one has on a little Santa hat. Every group has that one person. Whee! And little snowballs. Look, these little snowballs are attached to the card. There's one on the end of the Santa hat there. These little dingle balls are attached. Little pom-poms attached to the card. And then we have these pretty holographic snowflakes too. Those are a part of the card. So we have our 3 little happy penguins, and it says Happy Merry Holidays. So cute. The inside is red print. Here's to all the festive fun to come. And little snowballs. This one does come with a little paper to protect your balls. You want to make sure to keep your balls safe. You don't want them to get squished or damaged. Protect your balls with the paper like that. We have a bunch of balls. We want to keep them safe. This one comes with a square red envelope here. One of those dark red envelopes. I'm going to take a look at the inside. And again, we have this pretty pearly satin finish, kind of a whitish pearly color with the little gray snowflakes. And it's just perfect for this little card. Look at that. I think that's just perfect. And again, we have our paper to keep our balls safe. Okay. Ooh, this one's cool. This one doesn't come with a, let's see. Oh, it does come with a paper. I was about to say, Look at this one. My goodness, look at that. So we have this nice red background, and we have this reindeer, and it's all golden little beads that are all glued onto this card. Isn't that beautiful? And we have these sparkly stars in gold. Wow. Look at that. It's so beautiful. And then coming off of the reindeer, we have little bits. I don't know if that's like I don't know what that is, like a scarf or something. I don't know. Part of his bridle. I don't know why he would have a bridle. And the horns are done up in gold glitter. So pretty. No words, no print on the front of the card. So let's see what it says on the inside. Red print. A special wish for a wonderful holiday season. That's pretty. That's a lot. There's a lot glued on there. It's not as heavy as that Christmas tree one. That one's pretty heavy. That one might be able to go like regular, regular just a stamp. But you do have your little paper to go over the top to keep it safe. And with that comes a red envelope. I'll look in here. Ooh, this is different. It's gold, but it's slightly like a darker gold. And it has little stars. Isn't that pretty? It goes really well together. That's very nice. Look at that. I like that. That's so pretty. Look at that color. That's beautiful. So there we have our happy little reindeer card. Okay. This one also has a lot of stuff glued to it. It's a snowman. So we have this white background, and then you have all of these pearls. They're small, but you have all these little pearls and iridescent beads kind of glued on here. I think I said sewn on here. They're beads, and I'm thinking of sewing them on something. Glued on here. And he has a little hat. This is also glued on here. It's like a little piece of paper with a little bit of foam behind it to make it kind of stand out. These little snowflakes are done in iridescent glitter. They're very subtle, but you can kind of see them when I move the card like this. And under here, in silver print, it says Happy Holidays, but it's very faint. The snowman has no face. He has arms, though. And the message on the inside is done in gray print. And it says, celebrate and enjoy this magical time of year. It's very cute. And he does come with a paper. And the envelope is light blue. It's an interesting pick for this card. Let's look at the inside. It's just a pearly white, which I think is a good choice to go with that because it has like that white background to it. Very simple. Like a little snowman. Alright. Oh, this next one. I love the colors in this card. They're so pretty. This kind of reminds me of my purple Christmas tree. Look, it has kind of like this purple in here that almost looks blue. I think somebody called it a Cadbury purple. Look at these gorgeous ornaments. You have this one in particular down here. Look at that. Wow. So you have these pretty ornaments with all the purple, and then you have this one with sequins on it. And you have little bows. And this is ribbon attached to the card. It's done in navy blue, and then you have this purple bow tied to it. There's no message. This one has glitter on it. This one does. Wow. I love that dark purple. I'm really glad I did one of my trees that color this year. I really like it. So let's take a look at the message. It's done in gray print. May your Christmas be filled with all the joy that makes this the most special time of the year. It's so pretty. I love the purple. Look at this. Look at this ornament. It has silver swirls and that pretty dark purple. I love that. So this one does come with a little paper to protect your ornaments. And a pretty little, like a lavender colored envelope to go with that. We'll take a look at the inside. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's a pearly lavender with an interesting little pattern on it. Like a little lattice work pattern done in sort of a charcoal gray color. That looks really good. It kind of matches this ornament right here a little bit. See? Yeah. Very pretty. I love the color of this envelope. It's so pretty. Like that one. We have our paper. It's just so pretty. And I think this is the last square one, but I do have some smaller rectangular ones to show you. Look at this pretty tree. Now this one has balls too, like the little penguins, but these are red, green, and like a light blue color. It's a beautiful Christmas tree. We have this sparkly star up here. And we have garland on the tree that is very reflective. It's silver. Well, no, actually it's kind of gold. It's almost like it changes depending on how you look at it. Wow, it's a pretty tree. So you have your little balls. Your little balls are sticking out. They're just little pom-poms. Little fuzzy balls. Fuzzy balls. And it does come with a paper. Again, you want to protect your balls. Sorry about the blue ones. You just put it on there like that. Then you stick it down in the envelope like that. So what kind of envelope do we have? We have just a plain white envelope. Let's take a look at the inside. Ooh, it's a shiny red. It's like patent leather red. Look at that. It shines like patent leather. The other ones kind of have that satiny sheen. This one is very shiny. Very shiny red. Goes really well with those red ornaments on there. Wow. That is striking. I want some lipstick like that. That's beautiful. Wow. Oh, I didn't look at the message on the end, did I? I didn't even look at the message. It's done in red print. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a happy everything! Exclamation point. If I miss reading any of the messages or showing you something, I promise I didn't do it on purpose. Sometimes I just get caught up in looking at them and I forget. I don't do it to torture you, I just forget. I get caught up in it. I get to looking at them and they just, I don't know. Oh, this one's interesting. So here's one of the little rectangular ones here. And look, you see these three little stockings? These are embroidered. They're like little iron-ons. They're little fabric pieces. They're like little iron-ons that have been glued onto the card. And they're all attached up here to this delicate little clothesline. It's a little piece of thread that's been glued to the card, and it drapes down like this and it goes across this way. And there are little ties where it looks like the little stockings are just tied onto the little line. It's very hard to see, but that is actually a piece of thread that has been glued to the card. And then you have these stockings. They have like a gold one, green one, and a light blue one with a lot of embroidery on each one and little clear rhinestones in the middle of the flowers. I guess these are like poinsettias. That's part of the embroidery. That's not like a little sticker or anything. That's actually embroidered into the stocking. It's gorgeous. That's very pretty. So let's read the message. So we have red print. Warmest wishes for a very Merry Christmas. And see, it's a separate piece of paper. Very pretty. That's beautiful. Now this card does not come with a paper, and it has a green envelope pretty. Let's see what the inside looks like. Again, we have that kind of a pearly gold, and printed on there we have little poinsettias, kind of like the ones that we have on the stockings. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that something? Oh, I like it. That's neat. Okay. Oh, this one's fancy. Let's look at this one. The envelope for this one is very thick. I picked it up and I thought I had grabbed something else. Like I had two things. This envelope feels thicker. It feels different somehow. That's weird. But the card is really cool. It's a sparkly gold and silver wreath. Very sparkly. Now this wreath has rhinestones, glitter, and metallic bits. It's a holly wreath, and the holly leaves are gold. And then it has a golden ribbon up at the top that is also sparkly. Wow, so pretty. And down at the bottom in gold script it says Merry Christmas. That's beautiful. Let's see what this one says. This one is done in gold script. May your home be filled with the warmth of family and friends this season and throughout the new year. That is so pretty. And then over here, right on the edge, you have this gold little border just right there. Right there. There's not one over here, it's just on this edge right here. You have your little paper to keep your wreath safe. And it comes with this white envelope it's almost like there's something in it. But there's not. It has that pretty gold, sort of a satin finish gold color. There's nothing in there. This envelope feels very different from the others for some reason. It's way thicker or something. Something's different about this one. I don't know. There we have our pretty sparkly gold and silver wreath. Neat. And we have one here that's very simple but very pretty. Right here. This one has, it's like a vase down here. It's like a die from Dungeons and Dragons. It's been turned into a vase. It has the little bits of the arrangement sticking down into it. We have some pine cones up here, like a white poinsettia that has tiny gold rhinestones right in the middle of the flower. And up here in gold script it says Happy Holidays, kind of small. It's very simple but very pretty. This one again has this shiny gold right along the edge of the front of the card. Just there. Right there, just on the edge. Let's read the message inside. There is no message inside. You just write whatever you want to write. So this one is blank inside. And the envelope, again, is red to go with that. The inside is kind of that pearly, sort of a satiny gold color. Very simple, very pretty. And no paper to go over the top, but it doesn't really need one. And we have another blue and white one. This one's pretty. It does come with a little paper. Look at this. It's like there's another envelope right on the front of the card. And it's open and everything is spilling out. You have snow coming out of the envelope. You have big snowflakes. And they have this pretty blue metallic on either side of it. Look, it comes this way. It's going across there. Very sparkly. Wow. And blue and clear rhinestones all over the place. So much happiness coming out of the envelope. Let's read the message. blueprint. Celebrate every magical moment. Every magical moment. Looks like a lot of magical moments coming out of that envelope. We do have our little paper to protect our little rhinestones and the envelope, which is attached to the actual card. This is a real little blue envelope that's glued onto the card along with the little rhinestones and snowflakes. Now this card comes with a blue envelope, which sort of matches the one on the front of the card. Let's look at the inside. Ooh, it has a bluish grayish background with little white snowflakes. It goes really well with it. That is perfect. I love that. That is so pretty. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Some of these cards have kind of rounded edges and some don't. This one has little rounded edges to it. Season's greetings. Then we have another Christmas tree. This is another little rectangular card with rounded edges. We have this cute little Christmas tree. It has a sparkly star attached up at the top. It has these are little glass beads down here glued to the tree. Like 5 of them. Some blue rhinestones, a red one. See, they look like pretty ornaments. And more little beads up here, so it's made to look like a garland. And the bottom of the tree is gold, and it's reflective as well as the print at the bottom underneath the tree, which says Christmas wishes. And all around the front of the card is a gold shiny border. Shiny gold border all around it. Let's see what it says on the inside. Blueprint. May all your days be merry and your season be bright. That's very pretty. I like that. And this one does come with a paper to protect all of these pretty decorative items on this little tree here. We want to keep those safe. And we have a red envelope here, a little smaller rectangular red envelope. And the inside is that satiny finished gold color. I think that'll look really good with that. Yeah. So Christmas wishes. Nice. And we have one last card, and it's very cute. It's very cute. Oh my gosh. It's a little fox. And he has antlers and like a little red Rudolph nose. And we have this thin red ribbon that's attached with this little silver metal snowflake. And this cute little fox is sitting there looking at you. His little tail. He's all dressed up in his Christmas costume. We have pretty little silver snowflakes in the background. They kind of catch the light when you move the card. And underneath in red script or red print it says Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas with the little fox. And his antlers are kind of velvety feeling and they're attached to the card separately. It's so cute. I love this little fox. And on the inside in red print it says add a little cheer and celebrate the season. It has a little red snowflake just under the message right there. That's so cute. This one does not come with a paper, but I think it'll be okay. It does come with a red envelope, which goes nicely with that little red ribbon right there. And his red nose. Let's see what the inside looks like. Again, we have that pretty silver, sort of a pearly silver, with little snowflakes. And we have little snowflakes on the background of this card too. So I think they look really nice together. That's neat. I love the little fox. He's so adorable. So that is the last of the box set of homemade cards that I had to show you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed getting to see all these beautiful little cards today. I always love looking through here because they're kind of different every year. So I always like to see all the different designs they come up with. It's a nice variety. You have some that are kind of elegant, some that are kind of cute, some that are whimsical. So I kind of feel like you have something for everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again really soon.